The Earth Spirit, nice early ganking potential. Another hero to get in on the Keeper of the Light. Silence going to be nice against the Brewmaster.
10 seconds remaining.
And I like the tempo of LOTAC's lineup at the moment. They're not really reliant on any long cooldowns other than Phantasm. And Tiger's going to go for the change up. And they are going to pick the TA for Dendy. Okay, so it is actually going to be Zephyr as that position for Pug Knight. I said I wasn't a fan. I said I didn't want to see this. And we'll see how it works out. I worry now that they've I think they've neutered their early game a little bit compared to LOTAC. Like I look at LOTAC and they've got you know, they got the Earth Spirit, they got Grimstroke. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe gonna be very interesting. And wait, is there a bit of a switch up here? Wait, Scam is on PA and Raven is on Earth Spirit. Is this a thing? Do they swap roles or? I don't know what's going on here. A little bit unusual to see Raven on something other than the carry role. Have they done this in any of their recent matches? Am I just not on top of things here? No. Scam is usually the support player, and they normally have Raven on like Jug or TB or something. Their most recent match, they did just have Scam plus. Alright, a little bit of a... I don't think it's a misclick. If it is a misclick, they're not allowed to do anything about it. So, alright, there you go, all according to plan. Let's see what happens.
Yes. Yes. Set in stone.
Oop. 147 getting out here just a little bit earlier, and they are going to spot this observer road being planted. Do they have a sentry already? Seems like they do not, so I'm not really going to be able to do anything about that for the minute, but we'll be able to deal it a little bit later on. Yeah, no sentry or anything, but knowing that it's there is worthwhile. And okay, they do actually get Zephyr to buy up a sentry and ship that out to Dendy right that second. So okay, ward on mid, not gonna last very long. LOTAC's ward down bottom might be a little bit better faded. TIGERS have just been running 2-1-2 for the most part recently. We have seen some teams start to run defensive tri-lanes again, as you can see is the case with LOTAC kind of sizing that up right now. I imagine Ohio on the CK is going to need at least a little bit of help over in the off lane. So we'll see what ends up happening. Needs to be careful. This is going to be a decent stun. Brewmaster does get deep wrapped up. He's trying to run away with Drunken Brawler, but the nice body blocks. And Velo instead just going to head in the opposite direction, leading them on a merry little chase. Another roll forward. Catches again. Still Inkswell for a little bit, but now they've got the orb slow down, and that is going to be first blood for Raven.
First lesson is his last.
Nicely done by LOTAC, staying out of vision until the last moment. Velo getting a little bit cocky, perhaps right up there on the high ground, feeling safe because of the decrep and the Drunken Brawler, but Ohio does just skill up the Chaos Strike right away down here at bottom. I don't know if he's going to start trying to steal waves or what the situation is. At the moment, just putting some damage onto 1437. Mid lane, generally considered a pretty good lane for the TA, but it is possible for the Lina to still stuff happen. As you can see, Tron getting a lot of damage so far. Velo on the run. Ooh, TPing Earth Spirit coming over. Velo just trying to drag the wave, but now Raven's on top of him. They're going to try and aggro into neutrals as well. The roll completely whips. Velo doesn't have a TP scroll, so I think he's dead here, but he's just trying to double up the wave to secure some experience. Raven gonna come over here and just keep on fighting him. They can't see that he doesn't have this TP scroll, so I don't know what Velo is planning here, but Looking like he's just gonna end up dying again. And LOTAC should be able to just drag this into some neutrals, aggro this camp, or one of the camps along the way back toward the lane. Scam and struggling a little bit under the tower with some of the pressure, but LOTAC, can they do anything about this? Come on, aggro some creeps. Let's do this. Yeah. Alright, that's the right idea. Good pings from Raven. Ohio doing a similar thing, though no real way for Tigers supports to really punish him, so he's also a pain. Moon even coming over trying to get involved. That creep skipping shenanigans have gone too far, guys. What has happened to Dota? Ohio seems to be sustaining just fine with a little bit of Chaos Strike lifesteal while he's doing all of this. But they do manage to pull it over into the creep wave. Up Raven putting some punches onto Zephyr. Velo and Zephyr both still level 1. There is a pretty big creep that's coming in, but Yamate actually manages to pull both of the ranged creeps off. Nicely done by Velo running forward to get the aggro back there. They need this ranged creep experience. How's the mid lane going? Dead even, 8 and 6, 8 and 6, double damage on the Lina right now. Still landing some nice stuns. A little low on mana, but doesn't want to go back and stash. So as soon as he gets the courier back out, he should be okay. But so far, things looking pretty good for LOTAC. Shutting down this top lane fairly effectively. Moon is getting pretty good free farm, but they're not really stopping the CK. Ohio with 12 kills to his name, rolling over at Dendy in some trouble. Got a fairy fire, not going to be enough to save him. And a rotation from Raven pays dividends. Is he even just he's gonna tank the tower and just get a free trip back? Didn't take any damage off of Dendy, so he's not going to get kill credit for that, and just ends up being what, like 20 gold a piece, 25 gold a piece for the Tigers heroes. And with that, Raven's going to be able to go for an immediate follow-up gank. He goes for the smoke. TP's to the tier 2, and they're just going to look to bring Den down once again. He's under his tower for now. Do they have enough mana on this Lina? Yes, they do. Really an easy kill, but they're still going to try for it. Nice stun lands. Using that smoke to get a little bit more vision down. They know about this sentry that was planted earlier, so they've already been fewer opponents. A bit of a wild roll forward. Dendy doesn't have the refraction up, though. He's in a little bit of trouble. He's got the stick charges. The meld comes out. They look for the turnaround. Zephyr TPing in, but like I was saying, this is... No, that was a self from dead. I thought the second got canceled on the Earth Spirit. Like I was saying earlier, I mean, what are these two supports going to do? What do Pugnet and Caudle actually do for your team in the early game? They're not going to be setting up kills. Sure, they can kind of blast and pressure lanes a little bit, but I don't know if you want to drag the game necessarily. TA kind of fall off later. Troll Warlord, not an amazing late game hero either. This lineup is very much about taking fast tier 1, securing an easy Roshan. Ooh, alright. A little baby stun on Velo there. It does meant to stay away with the drunken brawler.
Stay away from
We're getting punched. A little bit of trouble for him. He's going to salvage some stick charges. He's going to be okay. This is just the battle for that 5-minute bounty, though it is still 10 seconds away from spawning. Up like Zephyr kind of baiting a little bit with his stick and his fairy fire. They come in with 1437. Raven's also got the stick charges of his own. Pops the fairy fire, manages to roll away, does not want to use the shrine just yet. Zephyr salving now. Stem's looking for him, rotating over for this. But it looks like it's going to be 3 back tier runes for Tigers at the very least. Ohio did manage to snag one for himself. And some team shrines going on both sides. Okay. Fairly big commitment from Tigers, bringing the Keeper of Light over towards top, but they're happy to just let Moon do a thing down at bottom. Well, still finding some good levels. Top, Velo gone on once again. Level 3 pops, so doesn't have the brawler actually. Oh, he does have it. Helping him for now, but not much longer. He's gonna put him in the dirt. They want this kill on the Lina at mid, or they just want a tower kill. From the wave, keep the catapult alive. And he's taking some damage. Ohio's rotating for the Megan Dendy. Roll forward is from Raven. Bit of damage to the Zephyr. Looks like he'll be the first one to fall. They try and find the stun on Dendy, but he's heading to the east on the river. Looks like he might be okay. Just managed to get the meld out, and I was going to saunter on past. Okay, so they've tried to pressure mid. They're not going to be successful there, but they managed to get some good damage down at bottom and keeping the siege creep nice and protected. So Twin Tower going to take a bit of additional damage. 137 is also here. But still very, very difficult for Tigers to set up kills. Just gotta kind of focus on the objectives and keep on farming. Dendi, does he have any stacks? No, nothing on the Ancients just yet. Radiant TA, definitely quite a bit better than TA now with some of the neutral changes and whatnot. Tanking some side blades here, very nice. Dendi. There's another side trap back over here. You're not gonna try for the dive. Alright, a bottle trend's already been used. What are they doing down here? Okay, Lena just gonna buy up a bottle. They're doing. Annoying him a little bit up top. He doesn't have any help. For the time being.
Is an honor.
Denied.
To go at bottom, looking towards moving, does manage to get those whirling axes out, taking a bit more damage. The opportunity forward. They do also have the ink swell. Can they get stunned on the moon? Ohio gonna lose his nerve. Just coming from the caudal decided that it was not going to be the best idea to continue that dive. Troll farming nicely. Moon hasn't shown us exactly what his item build is going to be just yet. Maybe just a casual Yasha into something else.
Double damage.
Andy, more likely Deso or Blink first. Would be very shocked to see anything else. And Velo's still kind of struggling. About to crack level 5 up top. Very much needs the solo experience. The Primal Split is very much the backbone of their early game fight. And that's kind of the plan. They're supposed to roll up to a tower, take a fight with the Primal Split, win it, and then take out the building with the Pug and whatnot. But so far, LOTAC have done a very good job of holding on to their towers. Gonna be a Eels first for the Lena. Troll is just for a Vlad's. Okay, so Moon. I guess that's going to enable the Roshan a little bit more. They're going to have insane Roshan potential between the Deso and the Vlad. And very much fits the kind of pace of game that I was talking about for Tigers, though. This is a slow start for them. This is probably not what they were hoping for. We'll have to see. And with probability, already liking attack quite a bit. Gonna hand the mid lane over to Amate. They want that up before too long. Raven comes running up onto the high ground. Does he spot anything? He saw a low HP V-load. Does he know where he's gone though? He does not. So I'm just gonna start chasing his effort. V-load's gonna be okay. Dendi playing a little King of the Hill with his sentry and his side traps at mid, making it pretty difficult for anyone to approach.
Radiant's top tower
Ohio's
is
still
under
just
attack.
doing the same old thing down bottom. Kind of dragging some waves, finding a little bit more farm. Doing just fine. Actually ahead of the TA this game. Even without any help. I said at the beginning, like, oh yeah, Ohio's definitely going to need some help from the Earth Spirit thing this game. I could not have been more wrong. Ooh, getting denied away from Raven. So, nice attempt. He grabbed this one and then tried to roll past, but did end up getting denied. Though this bouncer in set could be much better for LOTAC. I think they got 3. The 4th one was denied. Oh, Keeper of the Light going down the bottom. Again, making a little rotation. More pressure at mid with this next catapult. Tigers really want this tower. Oh, there's an invis Lena. May have been spotted by the sentry ward though. So they are aware of this. And if they didn't see it with the sentry, then they would have seen it elsewhere. Moon, a little bit of trouble.
Погиб. Ну, видишь, все подогнал. Трой подошел, немножко лицом поторговал. Потому что он не знал счет. Им есть выбраться, станчик пошел. Размазывают просто 3 персонажей. Даблкил от Дэнди. Идти дальше, да, еще... Нет, лучше сейчас вернуться. Ну, один бласт. Ну, там здесь только поплохелся. Это, в принципе, хорошо себя чувствует более-менее. Тролль просто без ультимейта. Так, то, может быть, да, может быть, отступят. Ну, башню...
Velo now has that ready to go down at bottom. Did end up losing their tier 1 tower. Skem grabbing the last hit there. He's just kind of gearing up for the late game, looking towards the Battle Fury. So he's going to be the insurance policy this game. And 147 with smoke, trying to get some more deep wards. Start to stop for this bottom tier 1 tower. It's already very low, so it shouldn't be too difficult for them to grab. And important for LOTAC that they did manage to take this bottom tier 1 and start creating this little bit of extra farming space. For Skem, is that Vlad's completed? Not quite yet for Moon. Zephyr, nothing unusual in terms of the skill build. Veal getting going on here. Just a bit of pressure. And Ohio also kind of gearing up for that late game as he's going towards the Minus. So greedy builds overall, but feeling kind of confident. Lena in a little bit of trouble. Doesn't manage to land the stuff, but getting slowed down once again by the side trap. And for the quick build hit. And follows it up. Nice, easy kill. We do already have the maxed out chakra magic. So Tigers, they put really quickly. It's getting rooted up at top. Moon gets another root. That is going to be an easy kill. They always have the light pushback just in case. But that is 2 quick court kills for Tigers. They now close the kill gap. Going to start to close experience and the gold gap. And I don't quite know if LOTAC are giving enough respect to Pug Nakata lineup. Like, once the Net Blast is maxed out, especially with the maxed out Chakra Magic, there is some insane push potential from this lineup. Like, we're easily racks in the next 7 minutes if they just win a fight at the right time, or they have an Aegis or something like that. Yeah. And the Roshan's not going to be difficult at all. Mid tier 1 tower's dead, top tier 1 tower's dead, they got Blabs, they've almost got Deathstroke. These next 2 fights are going to be very crucial. Alright, Ohio. Extension gets towards Velo, and he managed to drop it before Hoppy did, but I know that's going to be a crusader. They've got the follow-up stunned, and Velo just gets mauled by the Phantasm Illusions. Dendy wait around the corner here. Skem, I don't know what prompted that decision, but he's gonna try and just make his way out of here. Easy TP over to the shrine, he's gonna be just fine. Lena Yule coming along, still not great actually. Lena's net worth kind of middling, only 2 deaths, but 70 CS not amazing, and did seem to struggle a little bit past the stages of the lane. I feel like he played the matchup pretty well, but once they got those points up in refraction and the side trap line, just life got a whole lot harder. So they need this Lena to come online because she's really what they're fighting around at the moment. PK is also doing decently, but I think they need a little bit more, especially because this PK has no interest in doing anything before BKB. Skem is not going to participate in any fights before he has his BKB online.
Radiant are scanning.
Alright, Banter's coming up.
Radiant's
Tigers seem keen on his top ones. Raven, try for the kick away, but a little bit too late. Down bottom, Skem getting gone on by Dendy. You have yet to pay, and the lead rotating over, so Dendy just away a little bit. Primal's not going to get used, but that's only for the sake here. Can find a little bit more. That's the question, and Velo's actually hunting for it. He's get the cyclone up onto the Lena. Skem is in the neighborhood, but again, he's probably willing to sidestep this here. They've also got the Golden Raven coming in, trying to save, gets the mag down, but the control of both of them. Raven now going to make his escape, but he gets dragged back in once again. And it's going to end up being 3-0 down here at bottom. Do end up with the Pug at top. Looks like Ohio managing to bring him down. Moonme looking for a little bit of revenge. Needs to use those hit boots. Catching somewhat now. To play 1 second stun. Also going to pop the Phantasm to try and escape. Is that going to do it? Skem jumping in on top of Moon. Battle Trap on cooldown. He's got the whirling axe. As soon as that could be enough damage. 20 HP for Ohio as he barely survives, though. They will not manage to find the turnaround kill onto Moon. Alright.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
is now in possession of a 2k net worth lead, about 3k experience. Win probability swinging back to even at this stage. 1 4 through 7, just picking up some bracers again. He's the position 6, not really expecting too much from him. Zephyr has his Aether Lens online now. Dendi with the making fast progress towards the blink. So it's not so much a question of can they Roshan as when will they Roshan. Below with another promo split in 40 seconds time, so I might just be waiting around for that.
Like 1.5 gold, 1,500 gold rather, and a bit over 1,000 gold lead over his own mid.
Oh, that's probably, they probably don't want to see that, if anything. Chuan not happy about being so far back. But you did point that was the matchup that they walked into.
Yeah. That's just some really good drafting by Tigers. And we can see, I think their overall team fight composition is just so much better. I don't even believe they've had Zed that previous fight, so it could have been a bit bigger turnaround.
Dire's top tower is
Well,
under
he
attack.
just melds and walks away. That's fine.
Or when I think in the next 1 or 2 minutes is when I think we'll really see Tigers taking on distinct aggression. You know, 300 gold away is Dendi from having that Link and Desolator, you know, and that should be by the 19-minute marks.
Just seeming, I don't know, they seem a little bit lost as to what to do. Now that the Linda is a little bit more online, they can start running around, look for a soulbind combo or something, find a gank or a fight that way. So yeah, alright, Dendi's got Blink in a second. I would imagine that's gotta be go time for Tiger. You got Blink, Deso on your TA, you've got a proper split for your Brewmaster. Let's make it play. That's exactly what they're gonna do. Looks like they smoke up, heading down towards bottom. They don't have everybody there. They're just threatening top with the troll and Pugna. Zephyr having fun. They're jumping in there, looking for this kill. They won't be able to bring him down to get the primal split out. They finally managed to focus down the Ignis Faucet, but it's difficult. Pyro's losing a lot of life to this drain. He gets brought down. 4-second stun onto this Keeper of the Light, but he's going to be fine. Raven trying to roll his way out of this. Moon out on his tail, but won't really be able to do too much about him.
Radiant's bottom
Trying to get in
tower
front.
is under attack.
Raven doesn't manage to get the roll all the way down into the river, so Moon's still going to keep on chasing, taunting as he goes. Can he get a root? Battle trance in. Raven's still on cooldown for a little bit with Rolling Boulder, tries for the smoke, but he's too close to the tower. Down he goes. Alright. Moon meandered. Knowing that he could get that kill, they got a bunch of creeps to join the mid push now. So everybody's making their way over, but...
Кстати, я тебе так скажу, он в Night Country плюс-минус так же играл. И в Контигре также не нападали, потому что...
He does have the Blink Dagger Desolator now, so he's going to be devastated, but it's another minute or so until you've got 1 or 2 big ultimates up.
Scam, stuff up the battle here, but he's working with that 5
Hello?
A little stun comes down high, but the deep trap is getting that damage back now, but can't really make it out. That's good. He's got to run away from this. Back in from the Chaos Knight. They do get a blast, a little bit of vision there, but his trap is down. He's got blood on his mind, but with the gun control of Delo's going fine.
Very nicely done, Velo. Our Australian boy, he's doing quite well.
He's represented.
Good. I'll just have a ball.
Yeah, Bubble's just being chased. He's going to be a little bit, but I think he... Yeah,
He's gone. The thing that I was sort of pointing out, it's just leading it for the Chaos Knight. So they actually did put Sentry Ward up, and then sort of just above the Chaos Knight, there was an sort of just here on the map. But
go the tiles.
while that's happening,
Dendi really could have taken advantage of, you know, the downtime they have, the attitude that they make.
I mean, I think that was really, you know, after seeing that, really perfect play coming from Wallace. You know, knowing that he doesn't have his ultimate available, he just distracted 3 of the players on LOTAC for about 30 seconds, and that allowed Dendi the time to be able to take Roche. Yeah.
That's cool. Sometimes it's good to be center of attention.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Look, it's down. It's already gone. Tigers just moving so well.
Really
I know, it's-
devastating. That
Radiant's
minus
bottom
armor, you know,
tower is
minus
under
7 armor on a tower, the troll wall who's hitting stuff and the puddle blood as well. It just is able to do so much.
It's just so much push potential coming out from Tigers. But do you think Stem can carry this game? If we can?
I think they have to be very careful about any sort of rotations because the bottom lane is pushed in so far. You know, they're beaten dead now. Might be able to catch up
Dire's
there.
top tower is under
Dick Crab on this. But there's your Whisper again to pull PA back. It will get a lot going running like 2 minutes. There's another pull on the Whisper
Radiant's top
campsite.
tower is
Actually
under
got
attack.
popping his ult. Ready to fight. Do jump on back. Chaos pop go. No. Misheard it. But that's a good roll. They find this.
Fighting onto the drive.
Radiant's top tower
They
is
are.
under attack.
Like, who to get it? Bella's just going to keep it invisible. Having to Grimstroke again back. And fighting. He's got Soulbind on the now. Raven jumping in, gets back to the kick from. It's fighting, but they put the ult on moving. And the Raven's just going to be trying to run on. Actually, just going to control for a little bit. Damage comes in. But who gets that? But they also get moved to the loop through the play. They've got control in the fence. Picking the blood. Another fraction of the dump. He else in the face. It's 2 down in the ages, but look at deadly fight. Roll back for 3 times. I'm Raven. Get themselves 4. 1, 4, 3, 7, just dying in the back. Scam.
Really nicely done by LOTAC. I think it was a little perhaps trigger happy from 1437 to pop that Will-O-Wisp to be able to try and kill I believe it was Scam on the PA. You know, he didn't have the follow-up, he only had Zephyr, and
Radiant's
as a
bottom
position
tower
1, they're
is under
typically not
attack.
going to be dying to two hard
Radiant's
supports.
bottom tower has fallen.
Oh yeah, they probably did need that in that fight, so maybe
Radiant's
they'll
middle tower
rethink how to
is
use the
under
Will-O-Wisp for the
attack.
next one at least. Breeds a whole bunch of it right now, doesn't it?
Radiant's middle
Oh,
tower has
absolutely.
fallen.
And as I sort of pointed out, it was a really questionable choice to fight around that shrine. You know, it just gave them a whole lot of effective health throughout the entire engagement.
Just to do no damage to the heroes, they just read them through all of it.
This early into the game, people's, HP isn't, off the charts, and so something like a shrine can just have such a massive impact in, turning a fight. 10 minutes later on, it might be a different story. With Denty being able to have more farm, as well as the troll really coming online with his BKB, for example. This point, it's just so devastating, and I think without the Coddle ulti, and with Brew Ultimate already being sort of 5 to 8 seconds used, it really wasn't worth taking that fight at the moment.
Yeah, I bet to Tigers are regretting that right now because their cold lead is gone.
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually 2k in the favour of LOTAC, so they'll be very happy with that turnaround. And it really, at this point, the teams are so even, right? And so a lot of them is capitalising on small mistakes like that.
Well, we'll have a big baby soon.
Even Brett might be in a little bit of trouble, I think. Velo been able to see him briefly there.
Just hanging out. There we go. You gotta think each other, but they make the fight. Just want to get it, but the kick on back. He's in. Raven is playing pretty good on the turf route, you gotta say.
Yeah, he's definitely redeemed himself. The couple of missed rolling boulders very early on, but definitely having a big level of teamfight impact that made him a household name in Southeast Asia. Actually see something happen up.
So the Tigers just looking to push right now, and the LOTAC still just farming out items on, I believe, it's PA. It's a power spike that they're looking for between the heroes and LOTAC. They're fine.
I mean, the Chaos Knight is going for the heart. He's already
Radiant's
picked up the
middle tower
Reaper, so that's always going to be really effective. With the Phantasm, you want those to have as much HP as
It's
possible.
being found out. Oh, the replacement though. That heart's gonna run. It's your Wisp again, just holding back Delson. He does have his ultimate though, wants to commit for his half HP. Just for the slows, everybody but it's all come back. Not gonna save Ohio. Maybe a bit of a too adventurous.
A little bit, perhaps. It's not the worst trade. You've got the Will-O-Wisp cooldown for 100 seconds, only a minute on the Soul Bind, so they're actually able to fight a lot
Dire's
more
top
frequently.
tower is
Oh
under
no, Midas,
attack.
it's still up. The gold.
Disgusting. Absolutely. Lack of efficiency is just...
There's gonna be conversations after this game.
Yeah. In this top lane, Tiger's actually doing something I thought they would have been doing
Dire's
about
top
15
tower
minutes
is
or
under
so ago.
attack.
They had the early escalator, they had the ultimates
Dire's
available
top
on
tower
the
is falling.
Coddle and Brewmaster, and also had Pugner, who's just
Radiant's
good at taking
bottom
these towers
tower
early
is
on,
under
but
attack.
they take it, open up a lot more of that space for them to be able to play. choke LOTAC as much as possible.
There's only one more Tigers to take everything, basically.
They've definitely got the stronger team by taking the lineup at this point. Just interested to see what sort of fun is going. Got Boots and Travel coming out to him, so really looking to, I suppose, push out lanes as much as possible, make sure that Coddle has to, Dendy, for example, has to focus on pushing lanes out rather than actually being a part of the fights with Willow Win.
Well, they're soaking up now, so they want to try and find some big between the four of them. But actually, Scamming the Bomb has found himself Coddle, who's going to get a blinding light down, but I'm pretty sure PA bonus. Oh, Jukes. Well, the old man's got some moves. Moonman's coming in. They can turn this. There you go. It's down over there. Oh, that's still alive. Raven, the opponent is going to get that turn back to Moonmander. But then he pops his ult. On fighting now. They've got some good control. He's just running down Raven, but been on up. He's not going to hit anybody, but rolls come through the big heavy pop by Moon, but it does get popped to his own death. Zephyr actually did go down too, so they actually get 2 for that fight. LOTAC in a pretty good position.
Lane's pushed in, no badly.
Bello getting pulled back in, but that evasion coming out from Panda. Does come out, but then they just pop that Brewmaster straight away. Scam. He's swelled up, not going to jump on in yet, but they're keeping anything now. But then just jumps backside up and a refraction. They have only got the Brewmaster for a couple of minutes longer. The Wisp is they're focusing on the Wisp trying to take it out, but Hyde's going to pull that in. Then it does get the damage is from Scam gets it off, but then the Mel just same. Backside, they're just going to be pulling back in. The Brew when it's done. Oh, Bello. And then they could be gone for the high grounds.
Yeah, absolutely. Thought that could have gone a different way just because Gamma's had a second too slow on the Soulbind or the Silence. Still able to turn it around. They trolled that, but again, he used his big kid in that fight. So it's down for 10 seconds or so, and I think they're pretty happy to still taking the Shrine if they can.
LOTAC really taking a big, the first big hit through the game. It'll fuck the situation about 10 minutes ago, but...
No racks as of yet, but I think the real thing that they're going to be focusing on very, very soon is the top shrine, because it's only 50 seconds or so until that Roshan is up. Going to be a big game changer because it will cheese as well.
You know that cheese. They do have a trap in the Roche pit, so Tigers will know if they do try to do it.
Going to be a bit, maybe a bit trick shy. You know, they've been very trick happy with things so far, but it's 45 seconds until both Brew and Coddle ultimates are up, and I think they're really going to want to do that because these fights in the past have been questionable, I think.
Wow, hopefully, you know, the Tigers get a better answer than that. Everyone from LOTAC kind of sitting around the Roche pit, so yeah, you're right. Really want to take this Roche next.
Oh, they've just missed the respawn. It's coming up now.
Oh, walked away the first time. But they just get some nice little vision Raven acting for a little bit at least.
Is that it's up, he put up.
Young Tam getting called out, and he just jumps on up. They do back on. This should be a dead. Let's get some point on. Raven is actually there. With the double shutdown, the control, but it's a whip with a two-way just big bellow. He flies back instantly into it. Then he goes down two, doesn't fly back himself. Might use, but they did force out that Panda by back. Tigers.
Under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Fuse it's in, you know, just throw down his nether ward for that's a little bit of a miss. Only 35-second cooldown, so
hey, mind me
too much.
Looks like they are going to commit.
Oh, this might force out the buyback. Looks like he's having to just save it.
He's just gonna get to the Bruin. He's not looking at you. Oh, getting pulled back in, someone's down, has to get the edge. But now they're ready to fight. He backs up onto Brew there, but Bell getting pulled back in. He still gets the payback. Oh man. Bell coming down, Raven looking for some more. He finds himself to Coddle with that kick, but falling onto it now. Looks like they want the tower instead.
I mean, they know that there's no Brewmaster for the next minute, so that's a great chance for them. It's got the cheese at the moment. Looks like
Chuan.
Oh, sorry.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yes, yeah, just on the cheese on Chuan.
Just walls enough, take it to the face, but nice little stun come back on to Moon and come back to 12. One's going to keep it on him, but they pull back in and he blinks away. Ohio is going to be careful. And he's getting pretty low, but they just jump on the backside, go for Moon again. Just save him for now. LOTAC really want that tier 3.
Looks like they will rotate more towards the spot lane, you know, just trying to get the racks while they can. 20 seconds until that Brewmaster is up. Taking full advantage of it. Just backing off. Taking some sort of objective. They'll feel like this has been a wasted opportunity. They're not able to get anything.
Yeah, well, they actually did choose for 2 or higher, 8 from Chuan. Really prioritizing Ohio, yes.
Yeah, I suppose just because Chuan's HP is only about 2,000, whereas you've got the 3,600 on the Chaos, so can get a bit more effectiveness, I suppose, if you Chaos now.
He is pretty beefy.
Take that shrine, so that's going to be really effective. So I didn't try and transition into taking this tier 2 tower in that lane just because it's so much harder for any sort of flank to happen now from Tigers, given that they've reached that map control.
But when it's pushing it, also game is just going to mid for it. Not really scared with agents, is he?
Nah, so when catapult certainly doesn't help his cause. Oh, that was rough.
So, very actually blinks into the base. Oh, there you go, they're splitting between top and mid but Scared just deletes Con completely. Well, them just going and it's actually doing it back. Scared to try and slow him down, but this man's for the ages. Chaos Knight's actually hitting your tower. Actually lands on the belly, they pull back in. He's got the blink out, he's got stun boss. Actually controls on Wisp in the backside. He's been popped, they're gonna get belly with the split, and now Scam still fighting. He's got the ages and they just off it. And LOTAC just still going for the base. Now from round 2, they're actually going to hit and pull back in. So love the control coming to the big heavy out of it. It's off Moon, they're going to keep the fight. He's regenerating up so much. Moon is just saying, but Ohio right back eats the cheat back to full HP. They pull Moon back in. There's no more to it anymore. The stun comes out to save Moon now, but they shoot to get the control. They're pulling back and they have taken out the buyback onto Moon in straight away now. Just with that BK being right in your face, stunning at Moon, keeping it back while you just take your pace.
Definitely a good run for them. It's level 25 here. We've got a triple stack with Gagan.
Not moving and control with Zera. He is gone. Die back. 90% of Denny just hides in this under tier 4s. So
not looking ideal for them, you know. That's at least 2 lanes of racks, looks like. Maybe they'll with Coddle, or we might be able to try to Denny.
That's done because outside. Denny though, hello. Does get 100. He's looking to split off this time, and maybe, just maybe, they can get some turn here. They do have a trap up Earth Spread, but he's rolling away. Oh, it's looking rough.
It's still hard for them to go off onto a 30-100 HP.
He's just coming up. That's we're done back this already. We're just gonna come back to get the fraction back. And as we saw, finally something's coming out. Maybe Scam should be fine for them. Oh, they'll look the GG being called and LOTAC taking game on.
Devastating. Absolutely devastating, you know. It just to show how quickly a game can turn. This early game, it looked all Tigers, you know, they were pushing very easily. They were taking the fires, they were using the Will-O-Wisp and the Master Split so effectively. But in the end,